Like... Ooh, Gareth Trader. Do you need anything? Please take your time, for the world has much of it for taking. Buy. Flame Tongue! Fuck yeah, dude. Okay. I need more money. The Mangaush. The Mitre. The Flame Staff. Okay. So we're gonna buy the main items that we need. So Flame Tongue is gonna be right up there. Purchase, equip. Mango Roku. So what's interesting is Flame Tongue, then that is higher. So maybe I should have bought that. Yeah, I'm selling this. Might keep that just in case, because this doesn't have an element and this has element fire. An element, I mean, it's good to have that element, right? And it's only 5 damage difference. That may be a lot, though. Let me text something. There are different monographs for different persuasions of adventurer. As a merchant, I would love only if I knew where it might be found. Okay. Let's try something. So if I equip the Mancro, she can't equip a shield. Like, it's not possible, right? Yeah. So we're going to stick with the Flame Tongue. And we're going to sell that back to him. Like, I lose money, but whatever. Bye. Alright, what do we got here? We got Green Beret, which I have so many of. Survival Vest, which I could use 2 more of. Feathered Cap. Traveler's Vestments. So that's Mystic. Alright, so let's try 2 of those. Sell. Yeah, we're selling that. Selling that. Selling all but. I have 5. If I sell 3, I won't have any more. So if I'll sell 2, sell all 4 of those. Sell that. That one. I'll sell that. Alright. Diamond armlets. We gotta keep that, by the way. You gotta have that later on. When you're opening chests. Silent shot, onion bombs. Nope. Okay. So... Bear from evil spirits. I can't buy that, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over here. We'll buy 1 more of those. Yes. She's already got the golden helm. Golden shield. Ice shield, so let's see, like evade 15, evade 15. So the only thing that the ice shield does is it halves damage from ice, which would have been useful when we're fighting the big turtle. I've got the green beret. I need, how many more survival vests do I need? 2. Half damage from dark. Immune to blind. That's not bad. Gauntlets. Reduce physical damage when taking HP when HP is critical. Magic resist. Immune to sleep. Alright. So I think I'm going to do Argyle Armlet for right now. He's going to get... I'm just getting a ton of... Man, somebody's blowing up the crap out of my phone. Amber. No, he's not empty-handed. This is the casting of magics with Gil rather than HP. Nah. Immune to silence. Defense 2. Okay. Bangle. Embroidered tippet, so he gets double XP. She gets a bangle, so... what is she gonna get? We'll go back to Battle Harness. I like that with her for right now, because she's gonna be the tank, so she's gonna double license points earned. Okay, so I think that makes sense for everybody. So let's go back to talk to him again and see if he has any new spells to buy. Okay, so clearly immune silence. So improves magic when HP is full. That's nice. What else are we going to do? I don't need more of those. What I really need more of is the golden amulet and the XP thing, but they're, you know, they're not like just give me that. It's gonna have to be a thing. So, all right. So let's buy these and bleed. Heavy damage to one foe over time. Deal fire damage to all foes in range. Remove stone petrify from one ally. Okay. Yes. Let's see. Go talk. Is this Gareth Herder? There is a wood to the southeast of here, where the mist is uncommonly thick. Even its flowers are perilous to man. If you would pass through that wood, be wary of places where the mist runs thickest. Interesting. Many people come to our village of late. Perhaps the road to Giza is open? Once again, we can bring medicinal herbs and the finest cheese of the Nana to the people of Giza. When the rains have lifted, I will do this. Okay. Let's keep looking around, see if there's anybody else to talk to. Herder. Greetings. You are a traveler, yes? Our village is not like a Hume village, but you are welcome to find what comfort here you may. Interesting. Elder. Nethicite. Perhaps the great chief knows something. He is across the bridge to the north. You would do best to speak with the war chief before attempting to cross. The warriors guarding the bridge are his. The green creatures you see in my enclosure are Nanas. The best livestock in all of Ivalice. No part of Nana goes to waste. Meat, hide, bones, all have their uses. They are strong against the drought and cold. Oh, and easily herded. Interesting. What about you? Ah, you are the Hume war chief has spoken of. You have crossed the plain to learn of the stones, yes? I believe the elders can tell you much. Cool, warrior. You seem a great warrior, but it is best you avoid the Zertinian caverns. There are many fell creatures in there, of late. Worse, a fiend with strange powers has been seen. Perhaps this is why other creatures there have grown yet more violent. Ooh, a strange creature. You ask about nethicite, yet I know nothing of this stone, so I can teach you nothing. You would do well to speak with the Great Chief to the north of here. You will reach him with the bridge. The Great Chief may be found beyond. Ah, you are Humes, our war chief saw on the plains. Welcome to our village, protected by the clear flow of the Sagat. I am Supinalo's brother, Kadalu. I worry, for Supinalu often goes to the plains alone. Why? When the others surely wish to train with him. He is stubborn this way. Your pardon, I spoke of a personal matter. Please forget it. You have business with the elders, yes? Once you go. On you go. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's go do that. I think we've talked to literally everybody. So we're going to talk to War Chief. That which you carry is a Jaya stick. Give him the Jaya stick. High Chief has given this to me. I shall receive it. I thank you for bringing it to me. Now, did you learn what you wished? No, do not tell me. It is written clear upon your face. So even the High Chief could not help. Then you must meet with the Great Chief. Yes, it is true. The Great Chief may know something that would aid you. Yet, arranging an audience may be quite difficult. I must learn more of the nethicite. I cannot turn back now. Please, tell your Great Chief that I am royal of line of Dalmasca, a direct descendant of the Dynast King Wraithwall. If the Garif have passed down the knowledge of the stones, then they must know of the nethicite that the Dynast King once held. Do you have proof of your heritage? I do not. I have looked into your eyes and seen that you speak the truth, Hume child. I give you my trust. The Great Chief is ahead, across the bridge. If the War Chief has given you his trust, so shall I. Go, meet with the Great Chief. Okay. This is fun. Alright, so who else? Who's here? Who all is here? Can I talk to people? Is there people that I can talk to? Okay, who's this guy? Garif Elder... Low Chief. Okay. You have seen the bill posted for Akelendos? I wondered what sort of person would come, but I never did expect. No matter, it is nothing. You are truly here to hunt my mark? Truly, good, even if you are a child. Pay me no mind, all elderly are as I am, slow to trust. Let me explain the situation. You know the Osman Plain? You must have passed through there at least once. A very valuable herb grows there. Yet, the Encelados, it tramples my precious herbs to dust. Oh, as you can see, I'm quite agitated. Normally, the warriors of this village would vanquish it for me, but this time, well, suffice to say, I need you to do this. The Encelados can be found on the eastern edge of the Osman Plain. It is often seen in the Shred, I am told. Warrior Hesemu knows much of this creature. When you leave this knoll, you will find him standing guard at the bridge. Talk to him there. Now, go. I trust you will do this for me and return safely. The hunt begins. So that's fun. All right. The Great Chief is ahead. Will you meet with him? Meet with the Great Chief. Okay.
This nethicite, you have used it.
It was not I who used it. Indeed, I had hoped you could show me how. Thus I've come.
You do not know the workings of the stone. Then we are no different.
What?
In ages past, the gods made a gift of nethicite to my people. But the manner of its use eluded us. Displeased by our failure, the gods took back their stones. They chose instead to give them to a Yum king. Called the Dynast King, he used the Nethicite's power to bring peace to a troubled time. It is a curious thing. Though the blood of King Wraithwolf flow through your veins, you cannot wield Nethicite.
Cannot wield it? So then, am I to understand you can't tell me how to use the stone?
Though it shame me so to admit, here before me stands a descendant of the Dynast King himself, and I can accord her no help at all. Still, even if you knew how to use the Nethicite, you would find it of small avail. The mist collected in the stone over ages past is lost, and with it, the stone's power. It will be your posterity who wield the stone in ages yet to come.
Apparently
This
Nethicite
stone
absorbs
is devoid
power.
of power, empty, yet full of thirst, a terrible longing to drink the world dry. The power of men and of magic, of good and of evil. It is often those who desire Nethicite whom the Nethicite itself desires.
Larsa?
All right.
To Baromi says.
I say we ought leave tomorrow. I was going to wait for my escort to return, but meeting you here has presented a great opportunity. This terrible war can be stopped, but I will need your help to do so.
A war?
You know the Marquis Ondor leads a group of insurgents. Your pardon. He leads a large resistance force against the Empire. Lady Ash, neither of our countries can afford this now. The Rosarian Empire would stir. They would aid the resistance and use this aid as a pretext to declare war on Arcadia, and Arcadia would have no choice but to answer. Lady Ash, let us go to Ber Omasace. With the blessing of his grace, the Grand Kiltius Anastasis, you may rightly wear your crown and declare the restoration of the Kingdom of Dalmasca. As Queen, you can call for peace between the Empire and Dalmasca and stop Marquis Ondor.
For peace? How dare you say that? The Empire attacked us, stole all we hold dear, and you would have me save them from war?
Dalmasca would be the battlefield. What if Nethicite were used on Rabanasta? You know my brother would do this. Forgive me. I presumed overmuch. I could think of no other way to avoid bloodshed. If you cannot trust me, then please, take me as your hostage.
Rustler.
You saw him, didn't you? Like at the King's tomb.
So you did see him too. But why?
It's strange. Before, I didn't even know what you looked like. And the prince? I barely knew there was a prince. Who knows? Maybe the person I saw was my brother.
Bosch told me about him.
He enlisted right at the end. But for what? He knew he couldn't win.
To protect something.
How can he protect anything when he's dead? Was it different?
Fucking
for Prince
thank you,
Rassler?
exactly.
Did that make sense?
Dying for someone else doesn't make any sense.
Hating the Empire,
Live for them.
getting revenge, it's all I ever thought about. But I never did anything about it. I mean, I realized there was nothing I could do. It made me feel hollow, alone. And then I'd miss my brother. I'd say stuff like, I'm gonna be a sky pirate, or some other stupid thing. Just anything to keep my mind off it. I was running away. I needed to get away from his death. That's why I followed you. You know what? I'm through with it. I'm through running. I'm ready to find my purpose. To find some real answers. Some reasons. If I stick with you, I think I will.
I wish I knew.
I'll find him.
That was cool. Find your reasons, Vaughn. Okay.
I will accompany you to Mount Baromises.
I had hoped you'd say yes. I'm glad.
My heart is not set. I still have questions. I hope to find answers along the way.
I had other reason to invite you. There is someone I'd like you to meet, waiting on Baromises.
Who is that?
An enemy, and an ally also. You will just have to wait and see for yourself.
That Larsa likes his secrets.
He does not mean ill by it.
He's not bad. At least for an Imperial.
You know what's interesting is that I think Vaughn is only like a year or two younger than Ash, right? But she acts so much older because she's essentially a queen.
Don't get your hopes up. You remember the Leviathan sailed straight over the Yacht right up to Wraithel's tomb. Skystone that works even in Yacht. You know, Nethersight's behind it. Little wonder they're so keen on the stuff.
And what is it you're after, Balthier? You're a welcome hand and a great aid, but why?
Worried I'm out to steal the Nethersight, eh? Can't say I'm unaccustomed to people doubting my intentions. Nothing could be further from my mind. Shall I swear by your sword or some such?
Apologies, but I needed to know where you stand. Her Majesty depends on you, and you seem to have an interest in the stone.
I'm only here to see how the story unfolds. Any self-respecting leading man would do the same.
The leading man. Larsa joins the party as a guest. So, you will leave. Take this as a token of our parting. Recurve crossbow, onion bolts. If you would ride chocobo, you may. I have spoken with the Moogle. She will not charge you for your first use of the chocobos. Take care on the road ahead. Should it lead back to our land, you are welcome guests. Spirits of the land watch over you. Fucking sweet, dude. Alright. So we're going to save it because that was a lot of cutscene. And we will pick up here later.